Welcome back to the channel. This is just going to be a quick update on what's going on. So I know I told you guys in the last couple of videos that I was going to be taking Zia into the shop because she had 2 wet spots that I needed to get checked out. So I'm doing that now. It's actually like a tad bit terrifying because this could be like, it looks low enough, like I said, to where the block might be leaking, which kind of frustrates me because the technician noticed it, but I've been going to that same technician, the same dealership from where I bought my car for, months. I've done like 3 or 4 oil changes there, and they never noticed it. And then they said, oh, well, the technician didn't see any gaskets leaking, so we don't know where it's coming from. But that might be something you want to have checked out. This is during an oil change, and in my head, I'm like, are you shitting me? Like, when I looked at it, like, it's not like a bad oil leak. Like, every time I get my oil change, it's not coming in low, but it looks like it's enough that it should have been noticed earlier, because I bought the car at 47,000 miles, and right now the car has 57,800. So I've only put 10,000 miles on this car, and you're not going to tell me that since I bought the car 3 years ago, that it's for 10,000 miles, I've driven it 3,000 miles a year, almost 3,300 miles a year, that it's that caked on the axle. So I don't believe that. I believe it was probably so like that. My fault for not paying. I'm usually pretty good about checking out my cars and making sure that nothing's wrong, but in this case, something was wrong, or maybe it did happen while I had the car. I don't know. Didn't do anything to the engine that would cause it, so that's why I'm going in today, and that's why I have a warranty. Because like I said before, I want to piss away this warranty and get a tune and stuff like that on the car. I want to make sure that this is all right, because the last thing you want is forced induction on a car that's already leaking oil. I mean, that shit's just going to bleed oil. So it's kind of scary. Don't know what's going to happen, but I'm sure I'll have an answer hopefully by the end of the day or tomorrow, and then we'll go forward with the warranty information. Hopefully I can get it fixed, but I will keep you guys updated. Just pretty much wanted to let you know what was going on, and I'm going to go get Zia checked out, so we'll see what happens. Worst case scenario, this will be the end of me modding this car. I highly doubt that. Best case scenario, it's something small and it'll be fixed within a week, but I'll let you guys know. Hey guys, I just finished at the dealership, and bad news was, which happens to be good news too, which I'll explain in a second. Bad news was that the power steering pump was leaking, and the good news is that the power steering pump was leaking, because it could have been worse. It could have been like a block leak or something like that, but it wasn't. So I'm not mad at all. It was covered by warranty. Thank God I didn't do anything to the engine yet, because then it wouldn't. And it wasn't too expensive. It was like $400 something. I only paid my deductible, which was like $100. But yeah, so it's good news and both bad news that it was the power steering, which is crazy because my stepdad, I was talking to him about it, and he goes, it's kind of hard to tell if it's leaking oil. He never saw it, but he's like, there's a lot of things that look like oil. He's like, the power steering pump was his first thing. He's like, a lot of times that shit leaks. Not on the Camaros necessarily, but when it does, and people can mistake it for oil. So, Helson, if you're watching this, you were right. So they fixed it right away. It took about 2 hours, which is sweet. So he said that where the power steering pump is on the Camaro, the pump was leaking, and it was hitting the serpentine belt, and it was kind of spraying oil everywhere, which explains why it was on the left side of the engine and not just the right. So that's all taken care of. Shout out to Lake Chevrolet here on 27th. That's where I'm at in Wisconsin. I think this might be Milwaukee we're in, but they own both. They used to be called Breaker Ford and Breaker Chevrolet, and now they're Lake. But I bought my car at Pullman in Kenosha for the Wisconsin Heights, and they didn't change my oil 3 times, and that's what pisses me off, because they changed it 3 times and they never noticed it, and it's obviously been going on for a little bit. And then they said, oh, well, we don't see anything leaking, so you're gonna have to come back and get it checked out another time. And I'm like, what? Like, you're right there, you know what I mean? Like, they found this in seconds. I went there and it was maybe 15 minutes, and they were like, we really found your problem. And then he let me go back and actually look at it. So again, shout out to John from Lake Chevrolet on 27th. So that's taken care of. That's fixed. I'm gonna have to find a way to lift the car eventually and clean under there where the power steering fluid was all at and stuff. But he was saying that GM news and the bad news. Definitely saved